On March 21st, 1999, Pokémon Snap for the Nintendo 64 was released to the world. And it actually took the Pokemon community by storm, but not only the Pokemon community, but definitely gamers as a whole. I mean, the concept of taking pictures of Pokemon and that really being the game, I mean, it was something that people weren't really used to. We were used to just battling each other and battling our friends, catching Pokemon, making them evolve, and of course taking on gyms and then the Elite Four to complete the game. Pokemon Snap is very different, and it's a very unique take on the franchise, and in my opinion, it was a risk that was well worth it. But even though the game saw success and fans did adore it, it took them many years to make a new entry into the side series that is Pokemon Snap. Finally, actually, like really finally, they decided to make new Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo Switch. Now, Pokemon Snap not being on the Wii U is very weird to me, given that the Wii U is a tablet controller with a camera built onto it, and you kind of get where I'm going with that, right? But the Wii U didn't stick around for too long, and the Switch is not only portable, but it's also super successful. So I do think that putting it on the Switch was also a wise choice, and here we are now today with new Pokemon Snap releasing literally today. And so I was able to play about the first hour and a half of the game, and this wasn't provided by Nintendo this time around, guys. Usually, you know, they'll hook me up with a code and stuff so I can do reviews for them, but no, this is something that I wanted to do on my own for the channel, for you guys, so you can decide whether or not this seems like the game for you, whether you're a veteran player of the series or you're someone brand new to Pokemon Snap. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I do want to actually say, and I mean this in the kindest way possible, this game is gorgeous. Now, what do I mean by it being gorgeous? I mean, if you literally look at it, this game is visually stunning. Game Freak actually wasn't a part of this game this time around. It was literally Bandai Namco. And so, seeing how this came out really makes me wish Sword and Shield looked as beautiful as this, but you know, I won't really jump into that rabbit hole. I'm not trying to throw shots. I'm just trying to say that I would love a mainline Pokemon game to, if not look better than this, at least look as good as this, because they really went ham with the visuals in this game. And honest to God, I hope that this sets like a staple in the series overall now going forward, because this is one of the most beautiful Pokemon games I've ever seen. And taking advantage of the Switch's hardware, you know, the Switch is kind of getting up there in age, and we have the new consoles out now. It's very refreshing to see the Switch still be able to keep up sometimes in terms of visuals, you know what I mean? But graphics don't only make the game, so let's talk about the gameplay. So, the game pretty much starts out simple. You meet a girl, you meet a professor, the girl becomes your friend, professor basically gives you this Pokemon camera. You're gonna go around, you're gonna take photos of Pokemon to fill out the Pokédex. Versus traditional Pokemon games where usually you fill out a Pokédex by capturing Pokemon, or you know, you see them and there you go. All you gotta do is snap a photo this time around. Literally, you snap a photo, it gets added to your album, gets added to your Pokédex, there you go. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? So, what's the appeal of that? Well, in my opinion, the appeal is going along each trail, seeing fan favorite Pokemons, or even some of your personal favorites appear, and seeing them interact and kind of move around in ways that you normally wouldn't see them in a mainline Pokemon game. Like, let's be real, in Pokemon games, the RPGs, usually Pokemon are just still. They're not moving around much, there's not much animation aside from them when they're in battle and they're just throwing out attacks. In this game, you get to actually see Pokemon and how they would normally live in their natural environment, or how they would interact with each other without a battle being needed or Pokemon needing to throw hands with one another. And I think that is something special about Pokemon Snap, and something that longtime fans will definitely appreciate when it comes to watching their favorites just be themselves. So you go along the first trail in the game, and essentially you're taking photos and you're just trying to fill out your Pokédex, as I've said before. But as you continue to progress and go on, you'll notice that your photos get scored, so to speak, at the end of each run. So what that means is the photos that you take during the trail are being graded, and the better the photo, to the game at least, the higher the score will be. The scores you get at the end will then be accumulated into EXP, which helps you level up. And you level up by trail. It's not like a personal trainer level, but the trail that you choose to take, you will level up on that trail. The more you find new things, the more your photos get better, and essentially the more you fill out your Pokédex along the trail. So let's say I play the same first trail 3 times in a row, right? I'm eventually going to get to level 2. This is going to unlock a different variant to that same trail, which allows for different kinds of Pokemon encounters. Pokemon maneuver the terrain differently and do different things. It's almost like it sets up so that you can play the same level, but different things happen, so it doesn't stay repetitive the whole time. The more you level up a certain trail by doing it over and over and over. And to me, that's cool. Because one thing that I don't like is when a game, you go through it once, and I've seen everything here. I have no reason to go through this ever again. New Pokemon Snap essentially keeps you on your toes, so to speak, and allows you to sometimes expect the unexpected, or not expect anything at all, and surprise you. And I thought that was a neat touch. I really did enjoy going through the terrain over and over. It didn't get too repetitive for me, even with the different variations of it. And honestly, I really enjoy taking photos. Like, I don't know why, right? Because now that they have that new device, that little Pikachu Fujifilm case where you can pretty much print out the photos straight from the game, I think that's super sick. And as someone that likes physical things, I get to kind of keep the photos that I personally like the most and display them, you know what I mean? On another note, I also like getting really excited when I see my favorite Pokemon. Like, I main Pichu in Smash, so seeing Pichu just run around with Grookey, which was the starter I picked in Sword and Shield, was also very fun. I like that a lot. And I also like the fact that there are a lot of Pokemon that, like, I didn't play Black and White, so there are a lot of Pokemon I haven't seen before. And this game allows me to see them and kind of get a different opinion on them outside of like a competitive opinion on, oh, is this Pokemon good? Are their moves good? Are their stats good? You know, like overall get to see the Pokemon for what it actually is. So after you get your photos graded and you get your score and you get your XP, you're actually able to select the photos you take and store them in an album. What this allows you to do, right, is you pick the photos you like the most and you could store them in the in-game album. So even if a photo didn't do well in terms of ranking, or you didn't pick it to get graded, because you can only pick one photo that you take per Pokemon. So say I take 5 pictures of Pichu, I can only take one of those photos to use to be graded. Then if I move on to the Grookey folder, it's the same thing, you know what I mean? So there are a lot of photos that I take, and sometimes I take multiple photos of a Pokemon. Well, you get to keep those photos, you know what I mean? And then you get to edit them. There's a literal, I called it like the Instagram photo editor, where they actually give you a lot of options to change the contrast of a photo, add effects, add borders, add stickers. You can really go ham in terms of bringing out the best of the photos that you take in game, and of course saving those variations of them as well. I think that brings a lot of personality and a lot of creativity, and people are going to make awesome creations. I can already see it happening, and I really like that about this game. And I hope in future updates, if they do decide to update it, they add more and more effects, because I think that was an excellent touch. And it feels more modernized, you know what I mean? Because remember, this is a sequel to a game that comes from the N64 era. What did I say? The game came out in 1999. Like, guys, the game overall is very relaxed. It has a very chill atmosphere. When you're playing games that require you to be very fast and reactionary and try hard, it's nice to actually be able to kick back once in a while and just play a game that kind of just takes you along a trail and navigates you through the world and allows you to experience it in that way, where you have some control but not all of it. If you have too many photos that you like, the game will actually prompt you to allow them to create more storage space for the Pokemon Snap game itself. That way you can store even more files. I remember I took so many photos and saved so many that I actually personally liked that I actually needed to chill out and expand my storage. About 407 MB, something around that sort. I needed it. I needed more photos. I needed to keep taking them. It's too satisfying. It's too addictive. And the fact that it fills out a Pokédex and you level up and stuff like that, to me, like, I like the in-game rewards, you know what I mean? It feels very fulfilling to be rewarded for just taking photos. Something that they brought back from Pokemon Snap N64 is the ability to throw apples. And well, they don't even call them apples in this game. I think it's like fully formed fruit, something like that, yo. But you can literally throw apples not only to feed Pokemon and get different shots, but of course to lure them into different places so you can get shots that you want, or you can throw it at them and see how they react to getting hit with the apple. Now, you're not actually hurting them because it's very light and soft, but some Pokemon do certain special things when you actually throw an apple at them or have them eat it or lure it to a certain spot on the map, which again breeds more creativity and uniqueness when it comes to taking photos for players, because you don't want players to just be taking the same photos all the time, you know what I mean? The map for this game actually doesn't look too large. Granted, I'm only about an hour and a half into the game, but it looks like there's probably going to be like 4 to 6 destinations. I could be wrong, but I definitely got up to like the first 2. I got up to the jungle and of course the first trail. And again, blown away by the visuals. It makes me so excited to see what Pokemon are going to be in what different parts of the map. It looks like there's like a desert and a volcano area as well. So I am super duper looking forward to playing on those 2 to see what Pokemon they put there and what special little things that those Pokemon will do in terms of being in that terrain and interacting with each other. Like, some of my favorite things in the first trail at night is Scorbunny sleeping on another Pokemon. And of course, I like seeing Pichu and Grookey interact with each other. I thought that was super sick. I like little moments like that a lot. I think it's really cool. And the special thing about this game, like Mega Evolutions are in Sword and Shield, but in this game you have something called Illumina Pokemon, aka Pokemon that glow. And one of the first things you're gonna do is literally trail an Illumina Pokemon. Literally just glowing. It does look beautiful, I'm not gonna front. But I wonder how they're going to play into that more in the game, because it seems like a very big deal. The way they talk about it from a story perspective makes it seem like, yo, the best photographers are able to capture these Pokemon. Like, you found one, that's a big deal. And the fact that you found one, we gotta throw you on our team. You're the man. So I think, yeah, like that's definitely something they're gonna try to play to more. So I'm interested to see in how that goes. And talking about a level up system, you actually also get achievements for completing things in the game, and you can actually catalog and check all those achievements whenever you feel like it. So for completionists, that'll be very fun for you. And the cherry on top is there are side quests in this game. I mean it, there are actual side quests. Like, you'll literally have a whole page filled with side quests where you're going to have to do certain things to, of course, unlock achievements. You're gonna gain XP. It's really cool. I like that tacked on. I didn't mess with the online features yet, so forgive me for that. But it does look like you're gonna be able to post your creations online as well as view other people's creations. There seems to be a ranking system. So I guess people are gonna get a little competitive when it comes to this, and I'm really curious to see how competition would work or how rankings would work in this game. You know, I'm still trying to figure out what the game, like how the game decides to rank a photo a 3 or a 2 or a 1 or a 4, you know, like I want to understand how that works. But overall, guys, honest to God, I think that this game did a lot of justice and stayed true to the original game. And honestly, if it's your first time playing this game and you're skeptical, I very, very much believe that you should give it a try, because I think it's something special. And I think you're only going to be able to capture the magic or see if it's fun if you try it out yourself. If you're afraid of purchasing it and you have a friend that has it, definitely try their copy so you can see if it's something you'd like to get into. But if you're willing to take the risk, I say definitely pick up new Pokemon Snap. It seems like it's going to be a very fun adventure for many Pokemon players alike. And I think that it appeals to pretty much any demographic of gamer, because let's face it, we all kind of grew up with Pokemon. We know what it is. It's the biggest franchise in the world, yeah? Like, come on. Who doesn't know what Pokemon is? So, in my honest opinion, I thought that my first little bit of playthrough of new Pokemon Snap was excellent. I can't wait to actually finish and beat the game, and I advise you guys to do the same. The game looks beautiful. It's packed with content. And I do like the fact that you're able to create photos and really bring your personality into this world. You know what I mean? So, thank you guys for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And of course, be sure to leave a like and a comment letting me know what you guys think of new Pokemon Snap. What are your impressions of playing it? And where do you think this game will go? And do you think we'll see a future one? Well, I mean, I don't know how many years that's going to be, but you catch my drift, right? Yeah, you do. So, again, thank you guys for watching. Take it easy. Follow me on my socials. Peace out. Deuces. I'm out of here.
What's good, guys? I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, but also be sure to hit the notification bell and select all to be notified as soon as I drop a video for you guys. Very, very important detail. Don't miss out on that. Again, thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it. Helps the channel go a long way.